know there aren't a whole lot of these out there left, but for those of you that have the VW Cabrio or the Jetta, this piece right here on the factory original tends to fall off, and there was a factory replacement that's long been discontinued. And I drove around, looking what I thought was an idiot for a while with this thing blank and some holes in the side, which I found very annoying. And then I finally did some research, and what I found was this brand sport 2-inch wide. The catalog is 202,209 CP20, and then it's number 55-20. It's black, it's a stick-on product, and it's fairly cheap. So what I did was I wet sanded this very lightly with some silicon carbide wet or dry sandpaper to knock the shine off and help the paint stick better. And then I went with this express paint. So you can look in your trunk or somewhere on the car, and there'll be a little sticker that gives you the paint code, and you'll want to match that. So I started, after this dried, you stretch it out flat, and I painted it with primer, enough to cover it. Then I went with the automotive paint matching, which in my case is Audi VW LG7X, suede silver metallic. And you can put that on, enough to cover that gray primer so that it matches. Of course, let it dry in between. And then once the paint itself is dry, and you can do a couple coats separated by some time, you're going to want to clear coat it. Express paint does make a clear coat. I found out the hard way that if you follow the directions completely and spray a couple of nice, even, wet coats on there to get good coverage, it's going to yellow. So I went back and forth with them and found out that you want to spray this clear coat on absolutely as lightly as you can get coverage, and then it doesn't yellow. And this has been on here for a while, maybe not quite a year, but certainly long enough for it to yellow. And then one thing I forgot to mention, a little out of order, is you want to cut this to size first before you paint it. So stretch it out. You can leave it out in the sun. Get it warm, and it will soften a little bit, and then cut it to size. Then do your wet sand, let that water dry real good, then do your primer, your paint, and your clear coat. And again, make sure you put on the clear coat as lightly as you can possibly put it on. And now I don't feel like a complete idiot driving around with this piece missing and a couple holes in the door. And it's stuck on fine, and it's been on there a while, and it actually, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know that it's not the original side trim. So I've been pretty happy with that. Good luck.